Hi guys, so today I just want to review this Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and it's in the shade 352. This is also the matte version of their foundation. So this is not a first impression because I've actually tried this foundation before. I went to a wedding about 2 days ago and I tried this foundation, and I already know basically what my general opinion of it is. I just want to try it on camera so you guys can see. And if you're thinking of getting this foundation, you can base your decision upon different reviews. And I have to be very quick with this video because I'm babysitting my little brother and it's Christmas. So I also have other things that I need to go do. This smells very, I don't know, it smells like foundation. It smells just like Estee Lauder, like all of the foundations that I basically grew up on. This reminds me of that smell. And I don't mind it. It's not overly perfumed. And since I wore it 2 days ago, it didn't give me any sort of a reaction. Mind you, I have sensitive skin, so it's easy for me to get reactions from foundations. That's why I rarely actually ever apply foundation around my eyes, because around my eyes it makes me tear and gives me allergies and all that. Squeeze it out. Let's put it on my forehead. So guys, please forgive me if my makeup is not perfect today. I'm not really going anywhere, so I don't need to be perfect today. I'm purely doing this for the purposes of YouTube. You see how cool toned this foundation is. So because of that, it doesn't work well with my skin tone. It's too cool toned in my opinion. I don't know if anyone likes this particular shade. I think I need to do research on YouTube and just see if anybody likes the shade, because I'm not really it's too cool tone for me basically. I prefer a warmer foundation, and the foundations that I normally use is Revlon foundation and the Estee Lauder foundation in the shade Rich Cocoa, and those have a very warm red orange undertone, which is what I prefer. Okay, so I'm just gonna blend this out. I didn't apply a lot, so in the beginning it's not going to be a lot of coverage. I'm just trying to get a feel for the foundation because I've only worked with it once before and I'm used more to my Estee Lauder. And you must also forgive my shininess. I have dry skin, so I had to moisturize a significant amount before doing this video. Okay, so I'm going to try to squeeze some foundation out. There we go. I'm just gonna put some here and here. So the other day when I went to the wedding, I looked quite gray, I must say, especially around my chin area. Today I don't notice as much grayness. So it came to my mind that what if I used a color corrector under this foundation to obviously give it some warmth. So I think that's what I want to try in future, and I think it might help with the shade matching. And honestly speaking, I feel like the coverage on this foundation it's a bit too light. And I think that it is probably good for those days when you want to look natural and you want to look like you have no makeup on. It's good for those days, but on the days when you want full coverage, you know, cover everything up, I don't know. So I'm going to try to put a bit more around my eye to get more coverage, because I have dark circles. I have dark circles here, and they need to be covered. Okay, let me go in and just do this. And I must say, as a person with dry skin, for a matte foundation, it's actually not too matte. And I love that. So if you have dry skin, I'm not telling you what to do, but for my dry skin, this definitely works. It does dry down matte, but it's a semi-matte, so it's not gonna make you feel, super dry. If you do feel a bit dry, you can always use a setting spray just to bring some moisture back. You can over moisturize like how I did. So as you can see, I'm still very shiny, and I don't feel like setting the foundation because that's really not my style, because I have dry skin and I only set concealers because they tend to crease. I don't like to set foundations. So as you can see, in terms of coverage, I used a brush, by the way, so I'm really giving this foundation the best advantage. But as you can see, in terms of coverage, my dark circles are clearly peeping through. And on this side as well, they're clearly peeping through. I'm not someone who would be mad at this type of result. I really embrace my imperfections and I embrace my dark circles. But if you're someone who likes to really conceal your skin and, just make it look flawless and look like a doll, I don't know if this foundation is for you, basically. So I don't know if I should go in with more foundation or just leave it as is. Because I really want to do a proper review of this foundation. You see how dark I am here? Because this is where my darkness is. So it's still showing. So, I mean, for me, the downside with foundations like this is when your darkness is still peeping through, then you're like, well, why do I have foundation on? So, but personally, I'll probably be picking this foundation up again, even though it does make me look gray. I might try the shade up from this, which is 355, but I'm not sure. That might be too dark for me. When it comes to YouTube, I'm a very talkative person, so I feel like I could go on and on for hours, especially about makeup. I just really want to give you guys as much information as possible before you go out there and make a decision as a consumer. As I said, this foundation, I'm very happy about it in terms of people with sensitive skin, and I love the fact that they made it semi-matte and not like dramatically matte, so that even if you're a person that has oily skin or dry skin, you can still use it. I feel like they should have actually said, in their marketing that this is for all skin types, because I was so scared to buy it because it's a matte foundation. But when I tell you that even though it's a matte foundation, I have dry skin, I didn't have any issues. I obviously moisturize like a crazy person. If you look at my, foundation application, I probably look crazy and shiny, but that's because I know I have dry skin. And if you have dry skin like me, then personally, no matter how many oils I throw on my face, they literally disappear by the time, the 30-minute mark has reached. So don't worry about that. That's not the foundation that was making me shiny. It's the fact that I have to over moisturize to compensate for my dry skin, so that when I'm wearing the makeup, I get comfortable, and so that my skin doesn't break out, because my skin breaks out when, I've been talking so much. My skin breaks out when it's dry. And I do hope that you did enjoy my video. I hope that it helps you in some way. I mean, honestly, starting this channel, we would all love to be YouTube sensations, and I don't know if that's really possible for everyone. I don't know if that's possible for me, but I want to help people, and I also want to enjoy myself because I love makeup. I mean, look at my face. So that's what it is. Yeah, go out there, make your decision as a consumer. This foundation is 100 rand. It was the cheapest foundation in the drugstore and one of the best in the drugstore. I don't know, when you compare it to a high-end foundation like Estee Lauder, it's a bit, unreasonable. But let me tell you, one of the reasons why I decided I need a new foundation from the drugstore is because my bay of foundations is Estee Lauder, but it has flashback. So I needed a foundation that doesn't have flashbacks. This one made me look gray, but yeah, I'm willing to work with it. And I feel like if you apply your concealer that has your undertones on top, then it helps, because I applied the Fawn concealer from LA Girl here by my chin, under my eyes. and on the bridge of my nose. And I feel like that helped tremendously. I'm not as gray as I was the day that I went to that wedding when I didn't highlight as dramatically. Girl, let me tell you, when I went to that wedding, I was gray. I was, I think other people probably didn't notice because, I don't know, they're not makeup artists. I was with normal everyday people, and I noticed because it's my face and I know how my face is supposed to look. So, I mean, it's cool in that aspect. They didn't make me look crazy in front of people. And that day I worked for something like 12 hours because I came home at like 1 a.m. in the morning. And today I worked from 12 p.m. It's now 7:30 p.m. So it's done amazing. It's been 7 hours. I'm telling you, this foundation is long wearing. I love it. I don't know if it transfers or not. I was supposed to test that, but then let's test it now. Okay, this is the part where I set it with baby powder. Okay, where I set it with baby powder, it's not transferring. Is it? Look, it's not transferring. It's my highlights is transferring. Okay, let's check here. But there's also concealer here, so you never really know what's transferring. There's a bit of transfer, but nothing hectic. To me, it's something that I never hear people on YouTube talking about, but to me, the rate of transfer is a big deal. I don't want to hug people and feel like I left my whole face on your shirt. So, personally, I really like this foundation. I really like it. It's gray. It has minimal coverage. But I mean, in any event, I put on like, concealer and other stuff on top of my makeup. So I'm not mad at it. I love the fact that I found a natural foundation after all this time. And me giving you cons is because I'm trying to be honest. That yes, it does have cons. It's not to say I don't like it because I love it, girl. I'm going to buy it again and make it work with my undertones. I think the note is just to Maybelline to say that, I'm very grateful for you guys for trying, but it's a bit too cool toned for me. And I've seen other videos where people are saying the same thing. So I think maybe they might need to look into that. So, I'd love something that's more warmer toned, but other than that, I'm happy my face lasted. I need to take my makeup off now because I baked, and for someone with dry skin, I shouldn't be baking. And I'm running out of breath because I'm talking so fast, and I know. But thank you for watching my video. I'm so grateful for the support. I think I have 1 subscriber now. So to that 1 subscriber, I'm so grateful. Thank you for coming to my home, my channel. Thank you for passing by my video. And although my review is long, due to the fact that I talk so much, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And I think I want to make my next video on setting my face with baby powder in terms of how I do it. I don't think it's the most difficult process, but I would like to share it with everybody. So thank you for watching my video. Love you, and please subscribe, girl.